The monkey is completely exhausted. He didn't climb a single tree today. He didn't hunt for bananas. He didn't even respond to that message from the other monkey he kind of likes. And yet he feels like he just returned from a 10-year war. He physically did nothing, but somehow he is tired of absolutely everything. This is the paradox of the modern jungle. This isn't laziness. This is what scientists call mental fatigue. It is a state where the brain is overloaded with noise, decisions, and distractions, even while the body is motionless on the couch. The monkey hasn't been working his muscles. He has been running a marathon in his mind. He is working a full-time job at the factory of information processing. And the worst part? He isn't even getting paid in bananas. To understand why the monkey is so tired, we have to look at his diet. And I don't mean what he eats for lunch. I mean what he feeds his brain. The monkey's brain was designed by evolution for a very specific environment, a jungle where bananas were rare. The brain is wired to chase one banana, forage for 2 hours, and then nap in a tree for the rest of the afternoon. But the modern world is not a jungle. It is an infinite, all-you-can-eat buffet of dopamine. Every notification, every swipe, every red dot is a plastic candy banana. It tastes sweet for a microsecond, so the monkey keeps eating. 100 memes per minute, 3 disaster news headlines, 5 videos of cats falling off tables. The monkey is gorging on data. He is becoming obese with information, but starving for peace. This is sensory overload, and it is expensive. Every piece of information costs energy to process.
This leads to the biggest trap in the modern jungle: fake rest. The monkey lies down on the sofa. His body is still. He thinks, I'm resting. But in his hand, he holds the glowing rectangle. He is scrolling. To the monkey, this feels like relaxation because he isn't moving his legs. But to his brain, this is not rest. This is passive consumption. It is like parking your car in the garage, but leaving the engine revving at 5,000 RPM. The car isn't going anywhere, but it is burning gas like crazy. When the monkey scrolls through TikTok, he isn't recharging. He's just polluting his mind with a banana filter. He is burning through his mental fuel tank while going nowhere. And because he never truly stops, he creates a disaster inside his head involving the janitors. Neuroscientists have found a system in the brain called the default mode network, or DMN.
Think of the DMN as the night shift cleaning crew. These are the janitors who come out to sweep the floors, organize memories, and wash away the toxic waste that builds up during the day. But here is the catch. The janitors only start working when the office is quiet. They need silence. They need boredom. They need the monkey to stop processing new data. If the monkey fills every spare second with a podcast, a video, or a text message, the music never stops. The janitors cannot come out. They go on strike. So the trash piles up, the brain fog gets thicker, and the monkey wakes up the next day feeling heavy, slow, and stupid, not because he didn't sleep, but because he never let the cleaning crew do their job. So how do we get the janitors back to work? How do we fix the exhausted monkey? We have to do the one thing the monkey is absolutely terrified of. We have to be bored. The monkey hates boredom. If he has to wait for an elevator for 10 seconds, he panics and pulls out his phone. If there is a lull in the conversation, he checks his notifications. He treats boredom like it is a lethal disease. But we need to rebrand boredom. Boredom is not a punishment. Boredom is medicine. Boredom is the broccoli of the brain. It might taste bland and the monkey might scream for candy, but it is the only thing that cleans out the system. You need to force the monkey to sit with himself, stare at a wall, watch the clouds move, watch an ant carry a crumb across the sidewalk. When you do this, the monkey will scream. He will say, "This is useless. We are not being productive." But you must tell him, "No, we are charging." This silence is the exact moment the default mode network switches on. This is when the cleaning crew enters the room to scrub the floors. If you are not bored, you are not healing. This brings us to the touch grass protocol. The monkey spends his life in a digital zoo, surrounded by glass screens and artificial lights. To reset his energy,
He needs to plug into the organic charger. That means nature. You need to go outside and literally touch the grass. Nature is the ultimate anti-dopamine environment because it is indifferent to you. A tree does not demand your attention. A rock does not have a red notification bubble. The wind does not ask you to subscribe. This lack of feedback is a feature, not a bug. It allows the monkey's attention system to finally relax its grip. So here is the challenge, the screenless hour.
Once a day, the monkey must survive 60 minutes without a glowing rectangle. No podcasts, no music, no texting. He can draw a picture, badly. He can go for a walk. He can pet a dog. He can take a nap. He can eat a banana, slowly, and actually taste it. At first, the monkey will feel twitchy. He will reach for his pocket out of muscle memory, looking for the phantom dopamine hit. That is the withdrawal talking. But if he pushes through the boredom, something magical happens. The noise in his head quiets down. The mental fatigue lifts. He stops feeling like a soldier returning from war and starts feeling like a monkey sitting in a peaceful tree. We need to talk about economics. Not money, but the economics of the monkey's soul. There is a dangerous myth that mental energy is infinite. The monkey thinks he can pay attention to everything, the news, the drama, the work, the memes, and still have fuel left in the tank. But that is a lie. Your cognitive capacity is a limited resource. Think of your mental energy like the very last banana on Earth. It is precious. It is rare. It keeps you alive. Now ask yourself, would you take that last precious banana and throw it into a sewer? Would you give it to a random angry pigeon screaming on the internet? Of course not. You would protect it. You would save it for something that actually matters. Yet that is exactly what the monkey does every day. He throws his energy at things that do not feed him. He spends his focus currency on people he doesn't know and problems he can't solve. By the time he needs to do real work or love real people, his pockets are empty. You must learn to be stingy with your attention. Guard your energy like a dragon guarding gold. If it doesn't bring you a banana, don't give it your time. So here is the final diagnosis for the exhausted monkey. If you are always tired, but you haven't moved from the couch all day, stop beating yourself up. You might not be lazy. You might simply be overstimulated. You are trying to run a supercomputer on a battery that has never been allowed to recharge. Give yourself permission to stop. Not the fake stop where you scroll, but the real stop where you simply exist. Let the monkey climb down from the spinning wheel. Let him sit in the quiet tree. Let him be boring. Because in a world that is constantly screaming for your attention, the most radical thing you can do is close your eyes and refuse to listen. The monkey deserves a nap, a real one. So the next time you feel that itch of boredom and your hand automatically reaches for the phone to check the noise, stop. Reach for a banana instead. Or better yet, reach for absolutely nothing at all. The monkey says thanks for watching. If this video helped your brain recharge, smash that like button and toss him a subscribe. It keeps the bananas coming. And if you want to know how to stop checking your phone entirely, check out our next video on dopamine fasting.